I think you can
So
proceed.
I would give you a little agenda about today's webinar. I'll give you a little explanation about us, and then about a little core competencies on what topics are we working on, and mainly the important part is the bank account and its benefits. And one of the difficult topics which you will be handling in Germany is the insurances, and then the investments, which will be concentrating more on that. Depending on that, also we'll be explaining the long-term part and then the short-term, and then also our recommendations, how you have to do the investments. And then at the end, you are free to ask your questions. And also at any time, if you have any questions in particular slide, please leave your questions in the chat so that we can also answer on the time, on the spot, and also we can also discuss at the end. Don't be shy to ask your questions, or if you are shy, please just type it in the chat box. And as of now, I would say that me and Anup here, we are working as a financial advisors with Deutsche Vermögensberatung. So almost since 3 years we are working in this firm. So I am based in Munich, and as Anup is based in the northern part in Kiel. So we'll be working together, and then he'll be helping me also with this webinar. And I would like Anup to take over with the next part of the webinar.
Sure. Thanks, Sharath. So let me check the control here. I think let me ask the control again.
Do you have it?
No. Okay. You can go to the slides. Let's
Yeah.
keep it that way. Okay. So thanks, Sharath, for introducing us and taking us through the agenda. As in the agenda itself, you guys can see we are covering the basic fundamentals of finances, that is banking, insurances, and investments. So, what are our core competences to give you this service? As we are from DVAG, the biggest financial platform where we offer some premium products of many big financial institutions across Germany, is investment strategist. It is nothing but, as Anantu said in the initial conversation, everyone has their own way of saving money. Some just keep it in their bank account, some turn it into gold, some invest on the real estate and they keep it as their savings, or some invest on stocks. There are different ways to do it. But what is the best way to do it with tension free and also as per your need? It's not generic. What is your risk appetite? What is your area of concern? What is your agenda? Some people want to achieve financial freedom early. Some people just want to have something in 5 years, like a house or a car or international travel or a reserve fund. Based on each individual's need and based on their income, we give you the best strategy one could have to achieve their financial targets in the required time. That is investment strategist. And even for a student who is earning just a mini job, or to a full-fledged self-employed businessman who's earning more than a half million euros, we covered everything. And the next is risk manager. Of course, investment is not only the thing which comes with risk. Our daily life, as you have seen over the last week, we have been covered with snow. There are n number of small incidents or accidents which we see across. Some cars are getting broke down in the middle of the road, or some we are hitting some other cars while we are stopping at a traffic signal. There are n number of things which puts at a risk. But how to cover ourselves from all this risk is insurances. What are the best insurance, what why you should have it, and what is the purpose it gives. We cover end to end. It's not just since insurances are good, you should not have all the insurance. You should have insurance which is required in your case. For example, if you're someone who's not at all interested in traveling, you're only interested in earning or studying or something, having a travel insurance doesn't make sense. Same way, if you're someone who is a law abiding citizen and you never want to challenge anyone in the court, having a legal insurance doesn't make sense. The same way, we know you, we talk to you, we know your needs, and then we suggest the best and basic insurances for you, which will protect you from all the risk in future. And the next competency which we have is money coach. As most of you already have a savings in your bank account, maybe in blocked account or in anything, you are sitting on a surplus of money. Be it just 2000 or 5000 or even 10,000. Or if some people are saving money for the down payment of their house, maybe 20 or 30,000 also. We tell you the best strategy on how to put your money into work so that you earn every euros for the euros you keep in the bank account. How we do it, it depends on your risk appetite and how much flexibility you have. That is, for how long you're going to keep that money untouched. Based on all these things, we give you a perfect strategy so that your money is safe and also earning money for you. And the next strategy is subsidy guide. Most of us are always complaining about the taxes which we pay, maybe social security things and other things. Only hardly very few of us know some of the subsidies. Kindergeld is the only subsidy most of us know, but still, unemployment benefit is also known by some people. But there are n number of subsidies. What refers to you as extra taxes is can be given back to you by finance amt if you do certain saving strategy, because Germany government encourage two things. One, real estate, because of to solve their housing issues, and two, the retirement. Government will not be able to give you that state government pension in the coming years, so they're encouraging you the private pension. And not only this, there are n number of other subsidies which you will be qualified to. We will also tell you or inform you how to apply for the subsidies when you come to us. And the next, the top strategy which we make is real estate strategy. It doesn't start when you find a property, it starts when you have a dream to buy a house. For example, person A comes to Germany and thinks, okay, I want to buy a property in 5 years. So our strategy starts from today. How to save that down payment, how to make himself prepared for that home loan in this period, and when to start the property. And once you find the property, what is the best home loan? We will give you the best home loan offer across Germany. No matter which state you belong to, we can fetch you loan offers from across Germany from which you can choose the best option. And after that, we will also give you strategies on how to repay those home loans effectively and also utilize some of the tax subsidies for the same. Together with this core competences, we give you end to end solutions. It is not just we are banking experts or insurance or investments. When you have the complete package, we will be able to monitor you completely and give you an optimum solution so that you need not worry about anything. And as a financial advisor, one of our best strategy is we travel to always with you. so that in case if you need any assistance regarding banking, insurance, or investments, or about your contracts, we are always just one call away. Next, let's know about banking. We are partnered with one of the biggest bank in Germany, Deutsche Bank. This bank gives you Jungo Konto, that is student account, or Zinskonto Plus, which is salaried account for you based on your eligibility. This account is absolutely free. What do I mean by free? That means zero balance, zero maintenance account. And not only this, every banks in Germany would like you to converse in Germany. But some of the banks now, international banks, are bringing up with the customer service also. Deutsche Bank is also one such bank which has made their online banking very easy. Not only that, they have a 24/7 English support center. And it also gives you a free debit card which doesn't come with any extra cost. Yes, some of the student account will be free, but they charge you for that extra ATM card. Here, we are not charging you anything. It comes with the bank account. And later, if you have a stable income, if you can show that salary account in your Deutsche Bank account, you can apply for credit card too. Not only that, you can even start trading with us. We can give you some of the best investment options through Deutsche Bank, which is attached to your mobile banking. So, monitoring it, investing it, and withdrawing it is all just at the fingertips of your mobile banking. Then, what about the ATM withdrawals? We have partnered with 9,000 plus cash groups. That means you can withdraw money across any other ATM groups too. Not only ATMs, you can even use it at Railway, Shell petrol bunk, and Penny. How you can use it? Just go there, flash your card there, tell them how much cash you need. They will swipe it and then give you the cash. With all this, we even offer you the biggest thing what you need from the bank, loan assistance. We will negotiate the best loan offer for you from Deutsche Bank. Not only Deutsche Bank, if Deutsche Bank is offer is not satisfactory for you, we will fetch better loan offers for you. Other than this, you get a full-time financial free advisor for life. What does that mean? As long as you have a bank account with us, you can contact us for anything. Even if you receive a letter from the bank, or if you have any queries you want to address with the bank, if you want a loan assistance, or if you want to shift your account, anything, you can contact the bank directly. Plus, you can contact us also. We will guide you on how to do that. And next, let's look into insurances. Insurance, as I told you in our risk manager core appetences, this is one of the best and must thing you should have in Germany. Everyone are covered by the mandatory health insurance. What is the other mandatory insurances which every German citizen have? The popular one is liability insurance. What is this liability insurance? Liability insurance is an insurance which covers you for all the damages which you cause to a third party property. That means if you cause damage to your own property, you have to bear the cost, or you have to get it insured, like your phone or your bike or your car, something like that. But what if you are renting something? What if you're leasing something? Or what if you're just went to a place, maybe your office or maybe your friend's place or some movie theaters? Without your knowledge, you break something, you cause a damage. It was not intentional, but still, you have to bear the cost. That is what German law says. But don't worry, with this liability insurance, every such damages are covered. The damages can be classified into three types. One, the property damage, which I said For example, you go to your friend's place, he shows a new phone which he has took, maybe a iPhone 17 Pro. You just see it, and while giving it to him, you just accidentally it slips from your hand and it breaks. Now, irrespective how close your friend he is, you have to cover the iPhone 17. For that, this insurance is enough. All you have to do is take a photo of the broken phone, get the bill, get the repair bill, everything the insurance will take care. The money will be sent to your friend directly. And then personal charges, like in case if your friend is unable to work for a couple of days because all his apps or all his things, work tools, are in his mobile, then who's going to cover his loss of pay? The insurance will do. Because of this damage, if he's suffering a loss of pay, that will also be covered by this insurance. And in case if he's undergoing any stress, of course, most of us have our life in mobiles these days. So in case if they go through any stress or other things, and if they are able to prove it, or if they want to take some counseling for the same, that is also covered in this insurance. Then what is it's covered? Everything, my friends, starting from a scratch on a private jet to a simple mobile phone or even a key lost, because the sum coverage is 50 million euros, not one, not two, not five, 50 million euros. Why do you want 50 million euros? Simple. If the coverage is huge, the insurance company will not ask you much question. They will just ask, what is damage? Send the photos. What is the repair cost? Send the bill. These two things are enough. You need not explain, oh, I was supposed to do this, but unfortunately this happened. Not, no explanation required. Just like a boss, tell the insurance people, hey, I broke this phone. This is the photo. This is the bill for the repair cost. That's it. Or you can send it to us. Hey Anup, these are the things which happened. These are the dates which happened. Please file a claim. We'll be happy to do that. And with this liability insurance, you would be the hot favorite when you're changing the house too. Because landlord these days want the tenants to have liability insurance. Because in case if you cause any damage, they would know, if not you, at least the insurance company will be able to cover the expenses. Not only this, you're helping your friend in shifting, or you're helping your friend in some other work, and in that process you break or damage something, that is covered. What about side income? Like some people are delivery jobs, or they have n number of they work in hotels and other things. If they're doing a part-time job there, if they cause anything there, that is also covered. What if you're self-employed? If you're self-employed and if your income is less than 22,000 euros per year, whatever damages you cause during that business, that is also covered. Not only this, if a husband decides, let's take a liability insurance, the whole family is covered in that household. The wife, the kids, everyone are covered. So that you need not buy separate insurance for everyone. The whole household is covered by one single insurance. So, do you need the liability? Yes, liability insurance is a must, be it a student or a working or a family person, anyone. It is must for everyone. What is the other insurance which is actually required but not for everyone? Travel health insurance. Yes, all of us have mandatory health insurance with us. But we, with the German visa, we also have access to other neighboring countries. Do you know whether your mandatory health insurance covers you if you fall sick or if you meet with an accident outside Germany? The answer is no. all the medical expenses, obviously, which is in euros also, will not be covered by the your health insurance in Germany, be it TK, AOK, or anyone. For that reason, you should have a travel health insurance. Is it only inside Europe? No. It is outside the Europe also, it is covered. And this is from one of the biggest insurance company in Germany, Generali. And since it has a global coverage, it also comes with a clause. What is the clause? If your travel duration exceeds 60 days, that is, if you stay outside Germany for more than 2 months, you go to India for some marriages or for some reason and you stay for more than 2 months, once you cross that 60 days, you will not be eligible to access this travel health insurance because, as the name suggests, it's only for travel. If you stay at any place for more than 60 days, it is continuous, it's not in between. You go 1 month now and next after come back to Germany and then you go back again, it starts from first, from again 1. So continuously, if you stay for more than 2 months, then you cannot use this insurance. Otherwise, your all medical expenses, even if you fall sick, have any virus, anything is covered. But pre-existing diseases are never covered. For example, you already have toothache and you're going to India to get it repaired, then you need to prove that this toothache happened during the travel. If you are able to prove that, yes, that is also covered. And what is the best part about this? This insurance is just under 20 euros per year. If you pay 19.5 euros per year, this insurance is yours and you're covered completely. This insurance is also helpful when you're applying for visa outside Europe. Usually, when you're applying to visa, they ask you to buy insurance. You can just show this insurance to them. They will know that you're covered there also. So, no need of buying extra expensive insurances while you're buying that visas. Okay. This is about both the insurance. Now, let's summarize it. We know the important insurances are liability insurance and travel health insurance. In liability insurance, we know the third party damages are covered. It is also a global insurance. The coverage is 50 million euros and it is very useful in renting and leasing properties, which most of us do in Germany. When we come to travel health insurance, this is also a global insurance. The coverage is unlimited inside Europe. Outside Europe, it is 1 million euros. This is more than enough. As I told you, no pre existing disease is covered. For non pre existing disease, this is more than enough. And the major thing is, this is helpful for all the travel loving people who apply visa and other things. You would know what are those expensive insurances cost. So with this, you can eliminate that also. Let's now go to our investments. But before that, Sandeep has a question. So let's take Sandeep's question. Sandeep, yes.
Yeah, thank you, Anu. Yeah, my question was with respect to travel health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
I want to clarify. Now, this covers my family, so which means that, according to my understanding, it does not cover my parents who are traveling from India to here. Their health insurance will not be covered, right?
Yes. As I told you, all the insurances has household limit. That is, people staying in that household. In your city registration with that house, if your parents are also registered, then they are also covered. For example, some of us bring our parents and they stay with us for a longer term, then they are covered. If they are just visiting parents, they are not covered.
Okay, so if they are visiting parents and I want to cover their in health insurance, then can I do a add-on or is there any other relevant travel insurance?
Unfortunately, we don't have that because all our insurances need a German residence, even though they are your parents, but only your registered people who have a residence in Germany are eligible for insurances with us. So that's why we are unable to process that. But still, we can help you out in figuring out other solutions, but that is nowhere linked to this travel health insurance.
Okay, and then okay, this is clear. And I have one more question. Now, my kid is registered in Germany, and now in India, if my daughter falls sick or she wants to have a vaccination for some preventive measures, are these bills covered in this travel insurance, travel health insurance?
Yes, yes. If your daughter is covered under your household, she is registered and she is under this insurance, all her medical expenses are covered even when she is visiting India. But the only clause, she should have not crossed that 60 days period in India. Maybe if she has gone there and if within 2 months whatever vaccines or whatever other things she takes, which is because of the travel, not the regular vaccines which we give, in case she goes there and doctors suggest, since there are many viruses here, we are giving it because of that, because of the travel thing. If you are able to prove that, travel health insurance covers that.
Okay.
Not the regular vaccinations which they undergo, like polio and other things which they undergo. That is not because of travel. As the name suggests, any health issues related to the travel.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And with this, with if we take this travel insurance, do we get any additional benefits like we can use airport lounge or some airport dispensaries or some sports facility or something like that?
Unfortunately, no. And this is we our insurance is limited only for the health bills, nothing
Oh,
else.
okay. Okay. That's all. Thank you, Anupya. If I have
No
any further,
issues.
I'll
No
ask.
issues.
Thank you. You can
Definitely,
continue.
definitely. Any queries? See, your concern is correct. Usually some insurance comes with some benefits also, but here this travel health insurance, as told you, it is very economical, 19.5 euros. It is hardly one person's meal cost, which covers for the whole year for the uh, person. So definitely it comes only with limited benefits. Okay. Anyone else who's having any doubts regarding banking or insurances? Okay. Let's proceed further, Sharath. Now, let's quickly understand. Okay, Ashrit, you can go ahead.
Hi, thank you for taking my question. I had a question regarding insurance to do with Deutsche Bank.
Mm-hmm.
I am a student studying in Freiburg, and I
Mm-hmm.
also have a student account, like you mentioned, the zero balance and all of that. Earlier last year in April, I had a situation with Deutsche Bank where unauthorized funds were deducted from my account,
Mm-hmm.
upwards of 800 euros, somewhere between 800 to 900 euros.
Okay.
And I got in touch with their team, and I have not had a resolution till date. It's been almost 10 months. As I understood, with Deutsche Bank, they have insurance coverage for every
Yes.
account up to 500,000 euros. But it's been disappointing from their end that I have not had a solution. I have chosen not to go out on social media and tag their personals, but I wanted to know if you are aware, how can I take this further, because communicating with them on the phone has not been a viable option because they give me the same answers every time, and I've been waiting
What are
for.
their answers? Did they tell you to file a complaint, or how
They
are
have asked
they?
me to file a complaint. They have sent me a PDF where I had to fill the details of the transactions that were deducted, and I had sent them last year in April when it occurred, and they told me it's been handled by the fraudulent department that deals with it,
Mm-hmm.
but they refused to give me any phone number or email information about that department. So I have been going through.
But
calls after calls.
they've recognized it as fraudulent and they've written you an email, right?
They have written me an email saying no. They have not written me an email. They just opened up about it on the call, and I asked them for a written what do you call it, transcript of the call to show that it's a fraudulent transaction. But I've never gotten a response from their team.
See,
So
my
and
advice here, let's be very clear. We have authority with Deutsche Bank, but only for the accounts which we open. Because when you are opening a bank account with us, we also sign there. So we naturally have an authority to represent you to process your request. So that's why we have an extra access there, which we can access and authorize to know or to avoid these kind of situations. But here, since we are not related to it, we'll not be directly able to help you. But my advice, since I'm working in banking from many years, go to bank, ask them what is the issue, and when they explain you an issue, tell them to write you a letter or an email, so that once they write a letter or once they send you a document of any sort, be it post or your digital post box or even an email, that would be enough. If you have that, as you rightly said, Deutsche Bank has that insurance amount. So if they in their email or letter mention that this is a fraudulent activity, we'll investigate and get back to you, you're entitled to that money.
yeah, I understand that. I've already spoken to two separate Deutsche Bank places in person. One here in Freiburg, the other in Nuremberg.
Mhm.
And I both of the places I spoke to them in German, and I have not had a resolution. They keep telling me that it'll take a couple of months, and I was promised it would be resolved by the end of December. So it has not been resolved at all. And uh, as you said, if I open an account through you, you would have an extra uh,
See, when you
layer
open
probably
with
to
an
talk to
see,
them.
let's say what I'm saying it here. If the same issue happened and you have opened that account with us, I would have an authority where I can call Deutsche Bank on your behalf and say, "Hey, what is happening in this account? My client is upset." So they would have to answer me because we have a premium partnership. I can reach their above managers, and since when they check, they would also know, okay, this account or this advisor, they will not be able to answer Sharat will not be entertained. When they open the bank account, they will see who's the financial advisor, Anup. They will only answer to me or you, not to anyone else, because of the privacy clause.
I see. So
Okay.
okay, so now the alternative is I just need to go and ask them again for a written uh,
Yes. See,
consideration of what they've told
how
me on the.
Germans treat us, we should also treat Germans the same way. Whatever they say, tell them to give it in writing. That's it.
And what do I
You,
do with the written confirmation of what they've said? Because it's been a year almost.
once you get a written letter, all that matters is they would mention in that what is the course of action, when they'll be able to resolve it, and if they are not able to resolve it, next time when you're going, you can threaten them saying that I will sue you if you are not resolving it. See, I have a written documentation, because here everything works on that documentation. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you for your time and thank you for your advice.
No issues, no issues. Yeah, let's quickly get into this market psychology. Most of us are interested in investing, but still hesitate to invest because we are all scared of this stock market manipulation. People say bull, people say bear. What is bull? What is bear? Bull, usually when it attacks you, it throws you up. So, upward trend or rise in value trend is known as bear market. Sorry, bull market. Whereas bear, when it slaps you, it puts you down. So, the downward trend, when the value is going down, it is known as bears. They are manipulated by n number of speculations and other things. But still, we have an excellent strategy for you, which Sharath will explain later on, where you can acquire more shares when the prices are low. When the prices are up, you can sell that and you can make more profit. In this way, cost averaging method, you can always benefit no matter what the markets happens in a long run. Now over to Sharath, who will explain you the investment benefits with examples, and he will also take you through some of our products. Yes, Sharath.
Thank you. Thank you, Anup, for your wonderful explanation. Any of you have any questions till now, or if you have any doubts, please also leave it in the chat box so that we can also discuss at the end. Uh, so based on the investment strategy, I would like to keep it simple. Who doesn't want to make some extra money or like let your money work for you? Because most of us has been taught from the younger age that you have to work hard to earn money, or like we have not been taught like you can also invest. Everybody in our younger age or maybe in the family where I come from also, they're always scared that investment or investing in a stock market is very scary. Don't go to that place, you will lose a lot of money. And everybody are always pushing you that work hard, earn money. So there are different strategies and also make you or earn money with your own money so that it's keep on working 24/7 for you, and you don't need to spend thousands of euros for that. A simple strategy with a simple money for a longer term and consistency will help you grow your money. So I'll give you a simple example of investing just 100 euros as an SIP. So you guys have already learned, I guess, about what an SIP is. It's the monthly payment to an investment wherever, whatever platform that you are doing, which you might have already started or not. I have no idea. But if you are investing it for an example, just think investing 100 euros for a 30 years period and nothing else, just a basic return of 8% annually. And then you would, that the capital what you have invested is around 36,000 euros. And the returns what you would get is with 8% annual return is 141,000. But the capital gain is 105. The main concept is the longer you are in the market is when you can make more money, because we need to understand the effect of compounding. You might have heard or learnt about compounding when you were learning in school in the mathematics. That is the simple concept. Stay longer, and that is what also Warren Buffett has informed everybody. Do not react with the market with emotionally. Whatever might the market be performing, even if it's in a bear market or a bull market, whatever might be the situation, your goal has to be staying in the market for longer term, and also use the leverage of using your investment so that it helps you whenever you need the money. So using your investment, not even by selling it, just using your investment, all the money, whatever you have it, and then using the leverage to buy whatever you want as a leverage. So I'll give you another example for that. So we have a simple plan for this, which is called as Vermögens Aufbau, which translate into wealth building plan. So this plan, it's for an example, consider my age, I'm 30 years old, and then the German retirement age is 62. So that's what they say, like this is example considered as a pension plan. But you can also pause it at any time you want, and then you can also take it out at any time you want. But you would have to pay certain amount of taxes for that. The tax rate here in Germany is 26.5 based on your tax class. That is what the capital gain tax is. But with this investment horizon of 25 to 30 years, the rate of returns what you will get around with 8%, and then it is a retirement corpus how we explain it, and then also you will get a tax benefit, because most of us people who are working here in Germany, we pay huge amount of taxes. Do you know that people who are working here in Germany who pay more amount of taxes are Indians? If you would have heard about this. So to get the tax benefit or to understand the tax concept, there are so many options. As Anup already explained about the subsidies, This is also one of the subsidies you will get from the government investing into the your own pension plan as a private pension plan. So you will get an extra 50% of tax benefit on your capital gain, not on your investment. So that you will be earning and then you will let your money grow. Just imagine you're only investing 100 euros. Think about if you keep on increasing your investment every month from 100 to 150, 200 gradually, depending on the inflation. And also, people can use this for the mortgages. If you are planning to buy your home, you just can leverage the contract, whatever you are investing in that. You don't need to sell or you don't need to close the contract. You just show the bank that you have an investment with us, and then the bank will give you or consider this as a down payment and then use this contract for your mortgage purpose. And these are the purposes that Germany gives you an advantage, and people, most of them are using these advantages, and you should be able to use the leverage of your own money working for you, not only you working hard for that. So, where are all these investments done? So we have five different portfolios. So that is one is called as Active Global, which is called as the global market. For example, it is overall market in the whole world. They're not only investing in the German market or Indian market. There are different platforms so that we are investing into the whole global market. And then the second one is which is going to be the Optum Global. So that is like the growth market, which is pushing, for example, which is right now is the AI, and where more of it is invested into the AI and semiconductor chips. So that is the another sector. And then third is if you are not a risk taker, if you want to just invest into a where portfolio where there are only funds which provide dividend for your investments. And also, if you want to invest into only the European market, you can also do that. Or if you want to invest into a multi-asset, for example, gold, silver, also mix everything, merge into one portfolio, you can also do that. It's up to your wishes and goals, your plan. Based on your goals, we will set a plan accordingly. And the next part, we'll move into the precious metals, which is silver and gold. You have already heard a lot about silver and gold rising almost 100% in the past 1 year. Gold has given 80% of returns, silver has given almost 140%. Silver is a little volatile right now, but it's always a good platform. If you know, with the EV market which is coming right now, where they are using a lot of silver, and the expectation of using more silver is like it's going to be very, very more. So then you are going to be investing into the physical silver and gold through us. So our premium partners are called as Geiger Edelmetall. They're based in Leipzig, and then you can invest as in both gold and silver with physical bars that can also be purchased to you and then will also be delivered if you want, but most of it can also be stored through the Geiger metal with a contract with a lump sum or an SIP. It depends. For example, in the beginning, Anantu was also sharing that he wants to save his money in one side of a portfolio where he can use that money. There are people who are not risk takers, and most of us from India have learned about investing in gold or maybe a fixed deposit. Try using as a safer platform. So you can use this also. And one of the major benefits with investing into this precious metal is that you will get a tax-free benefit after 1 year. If you hold it more than a year in Germany, silver and gold, you don't need to pay any capital gain tax. Is it very interesting for you guys, or how do you feel about this? Even a thumbs up would be good.
I
So
think
let's
now
continue.
everyone are excited after saying the
No,
capital gain tax free.
no, Sharath.
Yes, Sandeep.
ಶರತ್ ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು 1 ವರ್ಷ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್
Sorry,
ನನ್ನ ಅಕೌಂಟ್.
Sandeep, can we do it in English so that
ಓ ಸಾರಿ,
everybody can understand?
okay, sorry Sharath. Yeah, actually, yeah, if what I understand from this is like if I have for 1 year I'm investing in this gold, and then after
Mhm.
1 year I don't have to pay tax to the German government for the profit I earn after 1 year, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Even if you make 1 million euros profit, you can show it
Yeah.
to the government, and the government will not even ask 1 euro as tax.
Okay,
That is the advantage of precious
but in
metals in
they
Germany.
will but in
Sorry, your
SIP
voice was break.
but in SIP we have to pay tax to the government. Okay, in gold we don't have to pay. This is something good. Yeah, nice. Thank you, Sharad.
Yes.
You
Oh, and
mean
some,
to say in stocks, right? Even in gold and silver, we have SIP options here where you can do monthly premium into this, and that is also tax free post 1 year. And I think what you're addressing by SIP means stocks, which Sharath will cover next.
okay. Okay, thank you, Sharad. Yeah, and sorry about using Kannada. Sorry, I apologize.
No
No
worries.
issues,
No
no
worries.
issues. We are also from Karnataka, so we appreciate that. But since it's a big platform and we want to communicate the same to everyone, so that's why we are sticking to English.
Yeah, I would surely appreciate. English is also good. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue. So as of now, we discussed about the long-term plans. So any plans can be used as a short-term too, but I will give you an example of a short-term plan so that it's easier for if you have, for example, in the next year or two, if you want to do any vacation or something, so that you can plan accordingly using the investments. So doing a short-term plan, it's also the similar platform. There are different sectors. So if you want to be more of a defensive person or as an aggressive or a moderate person, depending on that, you can start investing. So we'll use Deutsche Bank as a depot account. So that is where you will be having your portfolio. You can see all your investments in Deutsche Bank account in your own phone or in your system. And then diversification of sectors. It is not only in one basket we are putting the money. So based on your risk criteria, then we'll diversify it. So you can monitor it through, as I mentioned, through net banking, and both can be done as an lump sum or SIPs too. And also, if you have done any returns proportional to the risk, so the capital gain here is also for single person is up to 1,000 euros per year, and for married couples, it's almost up to 2,000 euros. On the capital gains, you don't need to pay any tax. Above that is what the 26.5% I mentioned, that is what the taxes you will pay. So this is the advantage of doing the investments here in Germany. And also you need to understand the concept of the money depreciation, which is happening with euros to rupees. For example, when I came here back in 2013, the euro conversion was around 75 euros. Per 1 euro, it was 75 rupees. Right now, does anybody know how much is it?
It is fluctuating near 106. Now it is somewhere down by 105 point something, but
104.83.
Yeah. So I would be the happiest. For example, when I came back in 10 years, and now the difference is that it's not that I want to use that money back there. Whenever I'm going to India as a vacation, I'm more happier that I'm earning in euros and spending in rupees. Because back then, I used to spend all the money back and I used to store it there. And then I did not understand the depreciation of the euros too, and also the conversion rate which was happening. So this is also an important when you are in Germany, use the opportunity of investing into the global market. You can also invest into the Indian market through us so that you are diversified your portfolio, and you can also use that to, for example, you are investing into the Indian market because you know that Indian market is growing in the future. So our recommendations normally considering a student and the people who are starting working, and I would give a recommendation of how you want to split your budget so that it's easier for you to plan for your longer run. So as a long-term plan, you would split, for example, as a 50 euro monthly with a long-term plan. I have given an example with 100 euros. You can calculate with 50 euros, or it's up to your surplus. Will based on that also we can calculate. So with the short-term plan, gold and silver, you can also use gold and silver for the long-term plan, 50 euros monthly, and then different funds for the short terms so that you can have that for your short-term plans or any vacations if you want to buy any car or anything. And then the basic insurance, as Anup explained, it's the liability insurance. This is an approximate based on one of a single person or a family that is residing in, for example, in one of us area in Germany, because it also depends on what area you're living and also the quadrat meter of your house. Everything is included. So it covers up to 50 million euros. So I've already also seen there are people who are also selling it for 4 euros, 5 euros, 6 euros, but the coverages are less. So with this coverages, you do not have anything to think in your mind so that whatever might be happening, oh, do they cover it, do they not cover it? Because this is a global coverage, you can stress free, and then everything is covered under it. And the travel health insurance, it's 19.5 euros yearly. I think most of you would love to travel and then you would also like to try a lot of food. There might be some problem or issues because I love traveling. I do a lot of this and I do have this kind of an insurance. It's very important. That's why we try to make sure that people also who travel and then understand the concept of having travel health insurance. Okay, let's open the platform for questions. If you have any questions, any doubts about anything, you can start asking. Yes, Sandeep.
Uh, I wanted to ask, oh, just a minute, I just made a note of. Oh, yes.
Okay,
What will
before
be?
Sandeep, one second. Before Sandeep actually asked the question, I would also like people to scan the QR code and give a feedback on the presentation. And also, there are a few questionnaires. And also, if you have any doubts, if you don't want to ask here, you can also leave your questions there.